Howdy folks, Jambareeqi here, and I'm going to be reviewing the Halloween special of one of my favourite cartoons ever, Invader Zim. Based on the comic book by Jonan Vasquez, Invader Zim is an animated series about an incompetent alien called Zim, who, with help from his robot Gur, has the job of taking over Earth. But he never succeeds and is often defeated by Dib, the only human who sees through his disguise. Unfortunately, low ratings led to the show being cancelled after 2 seasons, but the series has gained a cult following over the years. Invader Zim was one of those rare shows that cater to children who love the macabre and gothic. The thing is, not every kid is going to be the same, and some children do have a dark taste in entertainment. Invader Zim satisfied kids who craved horror that was suitable for their age, as it provided nightmare fuel for each episode, but also gave young audiences plenty of laughs too. In this Halloween special episode, Zim is introduced to the concept of Halloween and assumes that all the kids want to harvest him into candy. Meanwhile, Dib is starting to see his dark imagination seep into his reality, and reluctantly turns to Zim for help. Zim and Dib end up trapped inside Dib's imagination, only to discover that disfigured versions of people they know are after Dib's head, so that they can enter into the realm of Earth. Now, this show is set in a future where Earth has become a grim and dystopian landscape, so giving it a Halloween special must have been quite a challenge. It is pretty tough to turn an inherently dark series into something outstandingly spooky. So, what did the show do? Present us with a warped version of an already scary vision of Earth's future. Quite frankly, Dib's alternate dimensions twist on this world is actually 3 times more disturbing than the setting we're used to, which is really saying something. It's quite creepy, but fun, to see characters we know being transformed into even more grotesque monsters. The creatures that inhabit Dib's imagination are very creatively designed, but also unsettling to look at. I mean, Dib and Zim's schoolteacher was frightening enough, but turning her into the cruel leader of this world makes her even more threatening. The concept of entering Dib's imagination also makes for fantastic character development, as now we can see things from Dib's perspective, and understand how he reads the world around him. All I can say is, what we witness really explains why the poor guy is always nervous and twitchy, if this is how he imagines his life. Invader Zim isn't all about scares though, it's renowned for its weird black comedy, and this episode has some pretty funny moments.
My taquitos! My taquitos! He may prove useful. Man, I'm spooky.
I gotta get out of this place.
Then you'll have to escape your own head, 'cause that's where we are, in your head.
You're insane.
No, well, yes, I am.
The humour is a great way of helping kids stomach the more scary elements of the show, but it also adds a likeable charm to the wacky characters. My only complaint about this episode is that the Halloween side of it is quite downplayed and pushed to the background. Sure, we sometimes cut to Gur hilariously pouncing on trick-or-treaters and stealing their candy, but Dib's alternate dimension has little to nothing to do with Halloween. The episode does open up with Zim discovering Halloween for the first time, but Dib's plot ends up taking over the episode's overall story, and it's a shame because I would have really loved to have seen more focus on Zim's relationship with Hallows' Eve. Don't get me wrong, the whole entering Dib's mind concept is really neat, and in vein with the show's usual kind of tales, but I did find myself being more invested in Zim's introduction to a scary Earth tradition. To conclude, I highly recommend that you check out the Invader Zim Halloween special this month. It's packed with disturbing horror and weird black comedy. But don't expect Halloween to be a big part of the episode, or you'll be let down. I've been Jambareeqi and I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, then feel free to subscribe to my channel because I make a lot of videos like this one. I'd also like to encourage you to support me on my Patreon, it would be really appreciated. Thank you. Get ready for a really spooky October on this channel, folks. Cheerio.